ADHD and sensory input. What's the science behind it? Imagine feeling overwhelmed by a simple sound or a gentle touch, like your brain is on high alert all the time. That's what many people with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder experience with sensory input. It turns out, their brains process sensory information differently, which can make everyday life more challenging but also offers clues for better coping. Sensory processing is how our nervous system receives signals from the environment, like sights, sounds, touches, tastes, and smells. It also includes awareness of body position, called proprioception, and balance, known as the vestibular sense. For people with ADHD, these processes don't work in the usual way. They might be overly sensitive, meaning they react strongly to stimuli others might ignore. Or they might be undersensitive, needing more intense input to notice things. Some might seek out sensory experiences constantly, craving stimulation, while others miss cues altogether, showing low sensory registration. Research shows that individuals with ADHD often score higher in sensory sensitivity, sensory-seeking behaviors, and low sensory registration. This means they might feel overwhelmed by noise or bright lights, crave constant movement, or miss important sensory signals. These differences are linked to how the brain regulates attention and responds to stimuli. When sensory input is too intense or too weak, it can make it harder to focus, stay calm, or feel in control. Neurologically, studies have found that children and adults with ADHD show different responses in their sympathetic nervous system, which controls stress reactions. They may also have altered cortisol levels, the hormone involved in stress. These factors suggest that sensory overresponsiveness is part of how ADHD manifests in the brain, influencing behavior and emotional regulation. Sensory processing issues are closely tied to executive functions, which include self-control, attention, and goal setting. When sensory input is overwhelming or inconsistent, it can worsen impulsivity, distractibility, and difficulty completing tasks. That's why managing sensory input is so important for developing coping strategies. Some practical ways to handle sensory challenges include identifying what triggers discomfort or craving. Using tools like noise-canceling headphones, fidget toys, or weighted blankets can help. Creating calm, organized environments reduces sensory overload. Incorporating movement breaks or sensory activities like swinging or stretching can help reset the nervous system. Working with occupational therapists who understand sensory processing can lead to personalized plans that improve daily functioning. Understanding the science behind sensory input in ADHD helps explain why certain environments feel overwhelming or distracting. It also highlights how addressing sensory needs can make a big difference in living well and developing effective coping strategies. By tuning into sensory signals and using specific tools and techniques, people with ADHD can better manage their experiences and find more balance in everyday life.